What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. A little wacky, if you will. Or if you won't, that's also fine. Basically, I was talking to my sister about a bunch of things from our childhood, a bunch of nostalgic things, and I thought of the Bratz movies, which I actually really liked when I was younger, except for this movie that I'm going to talk about today. First of all, it's terrifying, especially towards the end. And it's just I don't understand how the hell the company let the movie be released as a PG movie, or even released in general as a Bratz movie. It's terrifying, but yeah, we'll get into it. The movie starts off with the amazing Bratz theme song. And during this scene, basically the only thing that happens is they're just walking and posing and walking and posing some more. And they shove one of the other girls into a phone box, which is a little weird, but we're gonna move on from that. In the next scene, it shows three of the girls meeting this girl named Yasmin, and it's a bit strange that she's 2 and she's riding a motorcycle. And also, I feel like they're in a cult. I don't know if it's just me, but they're definitely in some sort of cult. I was just looking back at the footage and I saw this in the intro song of the movie. It needs no introduction, I'm just gonna show it to you. Also, the girl Yasmin has a frog on her motorcycle, which is really weird, so that just adds nothing to the plot, but I guess she has a frog. Another thing to note here is their voices sound possessed, and it's very, very scary to just see small kids just being like, "Hi, I'm Yasmin, and I like hugging men." In the next scene, they're just basically introducing themselves, and it's pretty normal, or at least as normal as a Bratz movie can be, until this happens.
We call her Cool Cat because she's super stylish and way into cats.
What kind of noise was that? After they introduce themselves, they just have a weird fashion show. Ignoring the fact that they look like their joints have been glued together, that scene is pretty normal, especially compared to the rest of the movie. Moving on to the next scene.
I love looking back to when we were babies.
Okay. After this, they basically just talk about a bunch of nonsense, and then they say that this day was the anniversary of them being best friends for 16 years. And then it flashes back again, which is really unnecessary, but I guess it's fine. Basically, during this scene, Yasmin's just hanging out with her friends and vibing. And then these two twins, who are really creepy, by the way, are just
"No, you girl, you can't play with them, they're weird, and you should come play with us."
And then Yasmin's like,
"No, I'm okay."
and then they offer her a booby doll. They call it a booby doll, which is really weird.
You go, girl. Ew, new girl. Don't play with those baby fashion freaks. Yeah, you'll get cooties or something. Come play with us. We're so much more neataroo than those Bratz babies. Yeah, you can play with booby doll.
I do not. The girl holds her hand out and says, "Do you want my booby doll?" Then it stops flashing back, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, we should celebrate our friendship by having a dance party." And then they all proceed to move in the same movements that are robotic, and the phone starts ringing so damn loud, and it takes the girl so long to just pick up the damn phone when it's louder than every voice on Earth combined. One of them finally picks up the phone after 10 years and proceeds to dance while she's on the phone. She's like, "Oh, hey!"
Yasmin here.
Yasmin is on the phone with this guy, Byron, who's apparently their, talent agent, and he's running away from this guy who's chasing him down for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with the plot. It is so beyond unnecessary. I'm not sure if it's the accent, but Byron really reminds me of Will and E. Like, he looks very similar to Will and E. Like, I feel like Byron is Will and E in a couple of years, and it's terrifying.
Bravo 6, reporting for duty.
At this moment, Byron is still on the phone with these girls, somehow, I'm not sure, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'll talk to you later, bye. And they're just like, oh yeah, sure, bye. You just heard the man screaming and beating the shit out of a couple other men, and you're just going on with your day?
Sorry, as I was saying, I'll be in town the day after tomorrow.
Byron gets surrounded by a bunch of people trying to, like, kill him, and then he just takes his backpack off, and he just coincidentally has a fucking jetpack, and he flies away.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Then it cuts to the scene of the two weird-ass twins in modern day, where they're like 15, 16 years old, still fighting over the booby doll.
Hey, that's my booby doll, you thief-azoid! It's not! Liar, pants on fire!
Then their mom comes in and stops them from fighting by saying that since she wants her daughters to be on, like, the magazine cover for Byron's magazine, for whatever reason, she wants to, like, take the brats down. I hope that doesn't mean exterminate them, but we'll go with it.
Will you intolerable incompetence ever grow up? Now pay attention. I just came back from the sales meeting. Your things fashion advertisers are pulling out in droves. We have got to put Bratz magazine out of commission once and for all.
When the girls ask their mom how they're going to take down the brats, the mom tells them to, like, put cameras up and, like, bug them and, like, and spy on them, and which is really dodgy, but I guess that could work. Not really. Why don't you just work harder to be better? Whatever.
But, like, how are we gonna do that?
You pinheads! Do I have to think of everything? You spy on the brats. You bug their office, tap their phones, invade their privacy. Get me the rundown of their upcoming issues, or I'll have you hung by your pajama bottoms.
The mom tells her kids that if they don't take down the brats, she will hang them by their pajama bottoms, and I quote. She literally said she would hang her kids. In this scene, they're basically just writing their resumes, and it's nothing that important. Then Byron comes in, and he tells them they have a package. And it shows the inside of the package, and it's those two creepy twins inside of the package. And then Byron's like, did you guys order a package? And they're like, no. And he's like, oh, okay, then he throws the package, and the girls go, It's kind of funny how after Byron threw the package, and the girls are like, ow! And they said it at the top of their lungs, nobody heard it for some reason. I feel like they don't have ears. Like, they couldn't hear the call that was literally louder than every human voice combined, and now they couldn't hear a girl screaming ow at the top of their lungs. Anyways, Byron tells the girls that he has to tell them something really important and really top secret that they can't tell anybody, and during this time, the girls, the weird twins, are in the cardboard box, snooping and listening to this secret information. And Byron basically tells the girls that this weird guy, I don't know what his name was, like Jean-Paul or something like that. Anyways, his runway models were getting, like, he didn't say drugged, but somebody used a secret formula to make their bones brittle, and this is where it starts to get really fucked up for a kid's movie. Byron says that he needs the girls to help him on this mission of sorts and go to France with him to, like, investigate the person who is drugging these girls. I'm gonna say drugging, but it said, like, putting secret in their drinks. I don't even know. But anyways, he's hiring the girls basically to help him find the person who's drugging the models. And he says that they have to go through, like, training before they're able to, like, be the investigators. Then the weird twins just go to their mom and tell her basically what they heard about the mission and about the girls getting trained and about the drugging of the models and their brittle bones. And the mom's like, I don't believe you. Then Byron asks the girls, are you in or out? Do you want to do the mission or not? And all of them are like, yeah. And then, basically, one of the girls, Chloe, says, how the fuck are we gonna do this magazine thing if all of us are gonna be away? And then Byron says that he's only gonna take 2 girls when he basically made it seem like he's gonna take all 4 of the girls. He tells the girls to decide amongst themselves on who should be going. So basically, he put the most pressure on little girls and crushed some of their dreams. Thanks, Byron, you fucking Then the twins' mom tells the twins that she has an idea and says that they're gonna be going undercover as models in Paris, which is a very original idea. Then the weird, creepy mom of the twins says that she's gonna put the twins through some spy training as well, which is also very original. Then it skips to a montage of all the Bratz girls working out. The montage is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie, but it looks like they've never worked out in their lives, and it's a bit concerning. Then the Bratz girls are just fighting about who's gonna go to Paris, and basically everybody's just arguing, saying what they do have, and then Jasmine's just like, guys, stop leaving me out of everything. It's just getting really old at this point.
Look, for the good of France, I gotta go. I know people in Paris on the inside track. Yeah, well, Jean-Paul is my fave designer. I'm up on all the major players around him, so I'm already way ahead of the game. Well, fine. You and I will go. No way! The only reason we even know Byron is because I rescued his dog in London. Besides, Paris will get me over my writer's block. But I have to go to Paris. I have serious people skills. I can get people to tell me anything. Hey, I'm always the one who gets left behind.
This literally just refers to one moment when weird twins planted a thing for the Bratz to like fall on while they were biking, and Yasmin like tripped over it while she was biking, or her bike tripped over it, I don't know, and they didn't hear her because they were biking, which is weird because she was screaming at the top of her lungs. Here's another pattern. Get some ears. Anyways, so she's just referring to this one time, probably trying to get pity out of them to make them let her go to France or whatever, I guess. At first, they were just arguing about, like, who should go, saying what they bring to the table, like, personally, and now they're just insulting each other. They're like, well, guess what? You're ugly, so you can't be a model. And while they're in this argument, Byron just walks in and he's like, hey, yo, guys, what the is poppin'?
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Byron.
It's pretty funny, because Byron is so clearly a portrayal of what Americans think British people are like, but they are so far off. Then Byron tells the girls that he came up with a solution to their argument on who is going to go to Paris. Then they, like, agree to what he says, and when he leaves, they're just like, let's make a pact to make sure this doesn't affect our friendship. Like, you were just going at each other's throats 2 minutes ago. Do you have memory loss? You know, like, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but you're not doing anything, sweetie. Less than a minute after promising each other that nothing would get in between their friendship, even this mission, they literally start being to each other again, and not even helping each other out. Alright, I literally can't be asked to finish analyzing this movie, so if you guys want a part 2, let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and have a good day.
My name is Jeff.